friends, my sincere apologies for the long silence. During this time, a lot has happened in the world of science, environment and innovation. Let's look at some of these in today's primary news. We know that artificial intelligence is considered as intelligence demonstrated by machines, in contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans. What if both of these intelligences are merged? That would be super exciting, isn't it? Elon Musk, the founder of Neuralink, is coming up with such a unique product. He stated that human cognitive has two major systems. Limbic system, where our emotions, needs and wants are processed, and cortex system, which involves thinking and planning. Neuralink, in its final form, will be the third layer on top of which these two to achieve super high intelligence. The whole idea behind Neuralink is to make a fully working human brain interface, or HBI, which will allow a human to control a computer or a smartphone directly from the brain. This interface will remove the need of touching a keyboard, screen or mouse, as this is currently where we are limited as humans. To achieve this, Neuralink has invented a wireless chip that is to be implanted to our brain using laser beam. Once the technology has been finally developed, the chip will have 4 sensors which will be attached to 2 different areas of our brain. 3 sensors will be attached to the motor area and 1 to the somatosensory area that involves body parts not associated with the primary sense organs. The purpose of Neuralink is to understand and treat brain disorders, preserve and enhance our own brain, and create a well-aligned future. Watch this video from Yaz Akhart from CNN to know more.
Give me the details on what happens to a person. Now normally, here's how traditional brain surgery goes. Your head may be clamped in place, plus your head may be shaved, with scarring being a possibility. Neuralink says they want to arrive to something different. They likened it to LASIK. No big scars, no hospital stays, it would be a short procedure, and you get to keep all your hair. Neuralink also says for its first clinical trials, the traditional method or something close to it will likely be used. Here's how the procedure would go after all the trials. You get a local anesthetic. A small opening is made in the skin. A painless opening is then made in the skull below. After that, there's a quick placement of the implant. Then the hole in the skull is filled with the sensor. The scalp is finally closed up. Then, behind the ear, a small incision is made for a coil. The surgeons will tunnel tiny wires to connect the coil to the sensors. In tests, total insertion time averaged 45 minutes. And the number one thing you should know about the Neuralink brain implant is, what the heck will this do? The first product is focused on control. Patients wanted the ability to control a mobile device, no caretaker necessary. Once that control is possible through the implant, the phone output could also be redirected to a computer as mouse and keyboard inputs. To learn how to use the Neuralink implant in conjunction with other devices, Neuralink has an app to teach patients. In an example, Neuralink says imagine if you never had arms and you had to pick something off a table. You'll use the app to connect the brain activity to the movement you want to accomplish. Neuralink says it's a long process, comparing it to learning how to touch type or play piano. The paper went on to say, quote, in the future, this approach could conceivably restore motor function. That's amazing. Neuralink set 2020 as an aspirational date for the first in-human clinical study. What do you think about this whole brain implant thing? Do you think Neuralink can make its vision come true? Let us know in the comments. I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and I'll see you online.
We have heard of robots being used for doing different jobs. The latest is a robot priest. A Japanese temple puts faith in Mindara that runs on Android Canon. A 400-year-old temple in Kyoto, Japan, named Kodachi Temple, is attempting to hotwire interest in Buddhism with a robot priest in believing will change the face of the religion. Watch this interesting video from the publisher, The Hindu.
という思いが湧き上がってくる新業をぜひたくさんの人たちに伝え、そういったさまざまな気持ちが湧き上がってくる。その結果、力なという思いが湧き上がってくる。家族をはじめとする身近な人たち、さらには
We are all worried about climate change. The most startling news is that of a strategic 217 billion ton of melting water flowed off of Greenland's ice sheet into the Atlantic Ocean this July. Melting occurred after a heat wave that has swept across Europe in July, setting temperatures recorded in France settled over Greenland. Similarly, it is becoming almost certain that Iceland will soon be iceless. On 18th August 2019, Iceland honored the passing of Öyküll, its first glacier that was lost due to climate change. Iceland's Prime Minister, Environment Minister, and United Nations High Commissioner of Human Rights attended the function. This is alarming, and we should seriously work towards addressing this major issue. Click the link below in the description that shows an infographics on mitigating and adapting climate changes. On July 22, 2019, we witnessed the most spectacular achievement of Indian Space Research Organisation or ISRO with the successful launch of Chandrayaan-2 from Satish Dhawan Space Centre at Sriharikota, India. This is a complex mission as the spacecraft uses 3 distinctive parts to control 14 scientific experiments: an orbiter, a lander named Vikram after the founder of ISRO, and a rover called Pragyan, which means wisdom in Sanskrit. Did you know that Chandrayaan-2's stationary lander and rover are designed to last 14 days, equivalent to 1 lunar day? Let's learn more about the orbiter. The orbiter weighs 2,379 kilograms and uses 1,000 watts for power. It is designed for 1-year mission and carries 8 scientific instruments, including a stereo imaging camera, a dual frequency synthetic apparent radar, look for evidence of water ice at the lunar pole, an imaging infrared spectrometer to aid in the search for water, and sensors to study the moon's tenuous atmosphere. The orbiter will also provide data relay services to the Vikram lander. Now let's talk about the Vikram lander. Mass 1,471 kilograms. Power 650 watts. The Vikram lander targeted touchdown zone is located in a highland region on the near side of the moon at approximately 70.9 degrees south latitude, closer to the moon's south pole than any previous lunar landing mission. Vikram carries a suite of multiple cameras and 4 scientific instruments, including a seismometer to listen for moonquakes, a thermal probe to reach a depth of up to 33 feet or 10 meters to measure the vertical temperatures gradient in the lunar crust, sensors to investigate plasma near the moon's surface, and a NASA-provided laser retroreflector array to help scientists locate the lander's exact position on the moon. The Vikram lander is designed to last 14 days on the moon, equivalent to 1 lunar day. Now let's talk about the Pragyan rover. Mass 27 kilograms. Power 50 watts. The solar-powered Pragyan rover is an AI-enabled rover that has 6 wheels and will relay scientific data and images through a radio link with the Vikram lander. Indian scientists installed a alpha particle X-ray spectrometer to measure the elemental composition of the rocks in the landing site and a laser-inducted breakdown spectrometer.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
successfully entered into the lunar orbit. The most challenging part of this ambitious venture would come on 7th September 2019 when Chandrayaan-2 will attempt to soft land its Vikram module on the lunar surface and deploy the six-wheeled rover Pragyan on the moon to carry out several scientific experiments. If successful, the mission will make India only the fourth amongst Russia, the US and China to pull off a soft landing. We wish success to the Chandrayaan-2 mission.